You know that feeling, right? You have this perfect, brilliant idea in your head, but then when you try to say it out loud, it just turns into a complete mess. It's super frustrating. Well, today we're going to break down exactly why that happens, and even better, I'll show you a really simple way to fix it.
I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Alone in your thoughts, you're a genius, a poet.
But then you get into a meeting at 9 a.m., and yeah, you're stepping on a rake. But listen, this is not a personal failure. This is not you being bad at talking. This is a totally universal human thing, and it all comes down to how our brains are wired. Okay, so to really get this, we've got to pop the hood and see what's going on inside. The real issue here is what we can call the speed limit problem. Just picture a giant 6-lane highway of your thoughts, all trying to merge into a single-lane dirt road. That massive traffic jam, that's what's happening between your brain and your mouth. And this right here is the perfect way to think about it. Your thoughts are running on fiber optic internet. We're talking lightning fast, complex, a million things at once. But the act of speaking, that's more like that old school dial-up modem. It's slow, it's clunky, and it can only do one thing at a time. And let's put some numbers on this, because this is where it gets kind of wild. Your brain is processing information at roughly 1,000 words per minute, but we can only speak at about 200. So your brain is literally operating 5 times faster than your mouth can keep up. No wonder we stumble over our words. Your brain's already in the next city while your mouth is still trying to back out of the driveway. So why is there this massive bottleneck? Well, it's not just about speed. It's about a really complex and exhausting process, something we can call the translation catastrophe. See, we think speaking is just thinking out loud, but it's not even close. Our thoughts aren't a neat and tidy script. They're a chaotic storm of images, feelings, and abstract ideas all mixed together. The catastrophe is the massive job your brain has to do to take all that chaos and translate it into logical, grammatical sentences while also coordinating all the tiny muscles you need to actually make the sounds. It's a huge task. Think of your brain like a juggler. When you're in a conversation, you're not just juggling 1 or 2 balls. You're trying to find the perfect word, use the right grammar, read the other person's body language, stick to your point, and control your tone of voice, all at the same time. It is a massive cognitive load. It's honestly a miracle we don't drop the balls more often. But that whole juggling act is really only half the story. There's another fundamental problem going on here, and this one is biological. It's a conflict between our software and our hardware. And this is so fascinating. Our brain is basically brand new, cutting-edge software. It's always updating, always learning. But the hardware it's running on, our tongue, our vocal cords, our lips, that's ancient. We're trying to run the latest, most powerful operating system on hardware that hasn't had a major update in millennia. It's a perfect recipe for glitches. Okay, so let's recap. We've got a 5-to-1 speed mismatch, a translation catastrophe, and hardware from the Stone Age. Sounds pretty hopeless, right? But what if I told you the fix was surprisingly simple and something you can start using? Well, right now. Let's talk about how to finally unclog this bottleneck. The solution is this really powerful technique called chunk and pause. Instead of letting that fire hose of thoughts just pour out, you take control of the flow. So first, you formulate just one single clear idea, a chunk. Let's say, instead of trying to explain the whole quarterly report, your first chunk is just, this quarter, our revenue exceeded projections. That's it. Second, you speak only that chunk. Third, and this is the magic part, you pause, just for a second. This gives the idea time to land, and it gives your brain a moment to catch up and get the next chunk ready. Then you just do it again. This works so well because it finally gets your brain and your mouth back in sync. You're intentionally slowing things down, giving your dial-up mouth a real chance to broadcast those brilliant ideas coming from your fiber optic brain. And that panicked, rushed feeling, it gets replaced by this amazing sense of calm, control, and clarity. So the next time you've got something important to say, don't just open your mouth and hope for the best. Chunk and pause. Because speaking brilliantly isn't about being faster, it's about being more deliberate. It's about giving your best ideas the clear, confident voice they really deserve. So let me ask you, what brilliant idea will you finally set free?